Trump is sliding ahead in the polls. It's at more and more polls.
Speaking
I saw
of
more polls today.
Oh, are there more saying he's ahead? I know a couple
yes.
weeks ago it was a big story.
Today. Yes,
okay,
his favor is Biden's unfavorables or whatever are higher than Trump's, which is I think that's the first time.
Unfavorables.
Just
are you guys
they're like they ask the question like, do you like this guy or do you dislike this guy? And sometimes there's a lot of people that are neither of those. But when you say you dislike them, they're kind of unpersuadable. That's the thought.
Trump was up high on the approval rating, like 56%.
So what's that mean compared to what was Biden?
Probably 30 something is like a Biden approval rating.
Yeah, I know they're pretty low on him right now.
My bet is looking better and better. I went to like a gambling site like Bovada or something and looked at the odds there. And obviously we don't know how to read those numbers, but Trump is the guy who's favored.
I'll never learn.
But I was more interested to see like who's an 8th, 9th, 10th, 20th most likely to be the president when you get into
pause you on
Obama's
the betting site.
Was Michelle Obama's?
Who was the highest, most likely to be president? I guess is what I'm asking. And did that include Democrats?
It was Trump and then Biden and then Gavin McInnes. And then after that, I don't remember the exact orders. But Hillary Clinton was way down and further than I thought she would be because I feel like if she came back, everybody.
Gavin Newsom is who you're talking.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. My bad. Yeah, obviously.
I had like 12 questions waiting. I had 12 questions waiting.
It's like I don't know what that guy's up to, but things are booming for him.
Evan McGinnis, the leader of he's the guy who founded the Proud Boys. I forgot.
Yeah, it ain't that guy. He's in prison. That guy's in federal prison doing time.
Well, that doesn't hold you back.
No, there's no way that guy's in jail. Is he?
Was he the Cuban one?
No. He's a white guy.
Yeah, he has a podcast that he uploads.
Oh, then I don't know about him.
You guys should get him on.
He founded the Proud Boys.
You can probably get him.
And then left.
You guys should get him.
He didn't like the direction it was taking.
No matter what he believes, we believe the opposite. The entire time. Just obstinate, frustrating, refused to listen. I don't even know what he's about. He's a big Trump guy? Gavin McInnes?
He is a Trump
I feel like
guy,
it's a difficult thing to answer in a straight up question. I actually watch his show quite a bit. Not a person I over like I agree with on many things at all, and some things are like he has a sense of humor. It's hard to describe. He started Vice also.
Oh, really?
Okay. Here's the good thing. He put like one of his turds. He froze it and put it in a condom and sucked it off on his show.
Dude, that's classic fascist.
Well, we agree on some things then.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I feel like it's hard to describe, but like on levels, like that's just a good.
You're making that up. He didn't actually.
No, he did that. Yeah, I watched it. I saw it.
Ugh, what's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with me? Why did I watch it?
You wouldn't do that. You weren't like, this guy's making a lot of good points, squatting over a condom, spraying all over your fingers because you didn't eat healthy the day before and it's not coming out solid.
You need some sort of apparatus to make that happen. I'm imagining like a piping bag where you could just
like you're a cake decorator.
No, he kept it in a condom and he sucked it like a penis in the condom. It was a frozen turd, so it stayed hard.
Zach, I'm gonna need a fact check on the shit condom.
Oh yeah, we got a guy. I forgot. Yeah, pull it up.
Sorry. Google image search it, and I'm not having any luck.
This is one of those times, Taylor, where you're like, Harley's nonsense, and then you Google it, and it's like, yeah, Harley's nonsense.
If you search Gavin McInnes blowjob poop condom, Google gives you almost nothing, and Bing gives you a lot, but none of this is Gavin McInnes.
Oh, so you've gotten all the wrong kind of information over on Bing, where you're like, oh, there's a lot of people doing this. There's a lot of Proud Boys out there sucking off.
It's because you guys gotta go on a different browser. You're
Gavin Newsom.
Browser's wrong.
But anyway, it's Gavin Newsom, not the
Search
guy
it on Yandex, the Russian Google.
So not the founder of the Proud Boys,
not the shit sucker. Okay, the disgusting one, Gavin Newsom. Actually, I'm looking now. So and Ron DeSantis is up there quite high too. He's kind of tied with Gavin. Vivek coming in behind that. RFK coming behind that. Michelle 20-1 on this page I'm on right now.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah, 20-1, 40-1 on Kamala, 40-1 on Mike. Mike already dropped out, so this must be a bit older. I need to find Something
Yeah, there's
little
still a
more
chance. There's a non-zero chance he
come
becomes
back.
president.
I don't think so. So
Well,
I get. It seems like the Republican debates have just turned into the vice presidential nomination. I think that's what they should do.
There's only one person on that stage willing to talk negatively about Trump, and
DeSantis or Vivek.
It's Christie.
Oh,
yeah, and everyone else is like, Trump is great. You should vote for me. But man, he was terrific, and that's sounds like a VP stance.
Yeah, everybody wants like I'm Trump plus, and Christie's like, I'm Trump negative. None of that, all that crazy, and which sucks because like. I don't know. I feel like Trump kind of took him under his sweaty wing over the years and looked after Chris Christie. I know he was with him in that event that I went to. Like there they were, like doing, going bouncing back and forth. I hope he picks Nikki Haley. Just because it's a lady, get a lady in there,
She
combat there. No, I want a brown lady. We need a brown lady to combat their brown lady. Okay, that's just.
This makes a lot of sense.
Tit for tat.
Then pick a better one.
Tit for tit.
Not her.
To be more accurate.
Yeah, tit for tit. Okay, I don't know if this is true.
Literally.
I'm glad Taylor liked my joke. That's
No,
I'm done.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally had like such a panic attack. Like I was like, did I make up this guy sucking his own frozen shit?
Okay.
And like freaked out. Like I messaged a buddy that I swear I saw with, and I was like, dude, did this guy, did he not freeze his shit in a condom and suck on it? And like somehow I found this video, 650 views. So like here it is. I don't know how I found it. I don't click it if you want.
It's on YouTube.
You don't have
to. I want.
You don't have to. It's him sucking his shit. It's exactly as I said. But I was terrified. I couldn't even listen to you guys talk. It was like noise. I was like, did I make this up? And why would I make this up? I was like, why would I make this up? I was actually bad tripping for a second.
Oh, here I am. 30 few seconds. He's about to suck it. and yeah, not bad. No teeth. He's doing the chicken head.
I don't like how you're watching it, but it's good for the people. It's good for the listeners at home because he's nailing.
I wish we had our marker boards.
This
ready.
is a politics show.
Well, like
because
I don't know if that's like to
that,
stick it. I don't know if that's to stick it to the libs, but like.
Yeah,
it might be. It
the
might
libs,
be.
Consider them owned because no one's going to bat with that. Like that's truly insane. There's no way that's real shit. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. That can't be real shit. That has to be like a squeezed up Milky Way or something.
I had the same suspicion that was chocolate or something.
I did find a video or a still image that apparently he did stick a dildo in his ass during a show to show he wasn't homophobic. Yeah. which is genuinely hilarious. Like that's really funny.
Well, the problem is the guy's like actually like he's a crazy dude. He says some shit that I'm like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. Unfortunately, it's one of those scenarios. Unfortunately, this is a very funny person. Like he's not though.
I believe that.
But yeah, he's
are you yelling at he's a really bad guy, but he's super charismatic?
He's not a really bad guy. Well, I don't want to like listen.
Okay.
Sometimes I just miss the days when I just watch a show and a person says some shit and then I turn the show off. It's just weird now that World War III is starting. So like you look at some shows, you're like, that show's kind of weird now. A couple years, not this one. I'm just saying in general things, how it's all playing out. So things.
The Army missed their recruitment numbers by a significant margin. They have been for a while. Yeah. They went. Why would you want to join the
fucking military at this point?
Not only that, there's a really extra ugly aspect.
Oh, but wait, that's free anyway, I guess. So
it's because unemployment's so low.
No. Also,
Army recruiting is easier when unemployment isn't record low.
And what they did was the Army, what's it called when you let them go when they're just discharged people that didn't want to get vaccines. And those people have gotten letters from the U.S. Army now being like, hey, sorry. So it turns out that was like some weird mumbo jumbo, whatever, new president, whatever. We want you to join the Army. So you're back in the Army if you want it. No pressure. We're sorry about the vaccine thing. So they're doing that because the recruitment was so low. And that's the type of stuff where once again, like, I said, I love the USA. I love Canada. I don't like when people disrespect it. But once again, they're fucking liars too. Like, what a clown show to
Yeah,
discharge
told me that
people.
Trump
That's
kicked
all.
people
Like, and
out of
I
the
agree with
army
you.
for mandating vaccines, but Biden let them back in. I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are.
This whole thing.
Did they kick him out while Trump was still doing his thing?
I know because a friend of mine was in that position. He was leaving anyway, but yeah, that's why.
Well, I'm not disputing it. I buy it.
Yeah.
No,
Trump was the one out there who's
crazy,
like, you got to get the vaccine. It's the best vaccine. Warp speed, people. The absolute vaccine never brought to market.
That was
such
real.
a kickback.
That might be Trump's greatest accomplishment. Like he probably saved tens of thousands of Americans.
No, his greatest accomplishment was humiliating all of those fucking goobers on the stage in the debates in 2015. That,
but I mean, as a president,
that will always be his golden moments for me.
But I don't think the first vaccine was from Project Warp Speed. I think that was second and third or something.
Wasn't really? Well, that's upsetting.
Wait,
how could that be? How did they beat Project Warp Speed?
Yeah.
Let me fact check myself.
The lying Democrats are coming to you with Operation Super.
You want to take it away from me? Want to take it away?
Yeah, that's trying to take away my credit for the Warp Speed vaccine.
If he comes out and he doesn't misremember things, he doesn't call St. Louis fucking Atlanta or some shit during when he's on the big stage, because nobody's covering him. That's the thing about his little flubs right now. Camera's really on him. He has his Fox News will go on there. I don't know where I watch it. I think I watch his rallies on YouTube. I'll tune in for 10 minutes. Kind of take the temperature of his mental capacity to make sure, because look, he's my guy. He's that funny, witty guy who makes fun of people and bullies people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have him slipping.
You're talking about Trump?
Yeah. We need him all there for bullying Nikki Haley, that dummy.
He was on the
ugly bitch.
Took the stand. He took the stand today, and he had apparently had a piece of paper in his coat pocket, and he kept pulling it out and playing with it, and the judge was like, stop doing that. And then he pulled it out and he was like, it's a paper, I would like to read this. And the judge was like, no, it's not the time for that right now. And because he's Trump and he doesn't take no for a fucking answer, fucking get the sale done, he was like, no, I think it would be it would be good for me, and none of this would be important, and I would be cleared of everything if I were just allowed to read this paper. And he was
Why wasn't he allowed to read it?
Because there's proper order of things done in court, I guess.
No,
and
that's
also
gay.
the judge can run his court however he wants. I
don't like that rule. I think judges, you can't make them little mini kings. They gotta have some rules. Put them back in wigs so people know to bully them. Knock them down a peg. Knock all the judges down a peg. Even the Supreme Court. Those fucking bitches. Sitting up there in their ivory towers, writing opinions every once in a while.
Banging their fucking silly hammer. It's a hammer, buddy. I don't care what you call it. It's a hammer.
Yeah. I don't know what the situation was, but there was, maybe it was when the Republicans ousted the House Speaker, so whatever that fucking shit was, the Senate majority. I don't remember. But the guy who was, I think it was Republican, he was overseeing it, and he banged the gavel down super hard to show how super, super mad he was. And he missed the mallet, the piece of wood you're supposed to hit. He was so mad he missed it. Dude, in your head you looked so cool doing that, and you look like a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
he missed. He had no shoulder in his slam. It was a politician's rapping. That's what I
want to say. That's one of the things I do like about our Congress. It looks somewhat modern, like the rituals and stuff. They do come out with this big golden eagle or some shit occasionally. I saw that recently on C-SPAN.
Cool with that. A big golden eagle that makes us look serious.
It made me think of Rome, how you'd have that big standard, that big golden eagle. They came out with that shit. But if you ever watch Parliament, English, British Parliament, whatever, in England, I guess, they have that. They've got all sorts of witchcraft going on. There's big old tomes on there.
Rip each other.
Metal clasps.
Will the homosexual gentleman from Wicketshire please stand and offer a rebuff? To my
eight guys stand up.
Eight guys stand up.
And they could definitely come out also with maybe a sword and some sort of a magic scepter. I think they've got a sword and scepter. It's some crazy shit.
See, I'm cool with that. I would actually, you said the Rome thing about the
gold eagle standard thing. Yeah.
I think we could borrow more stuff from Rome as far as our aesthetics. They looked fucking tight. They looked good.
I'm so with you. I like to salute.
Take some of that Ukraine money. throw our guys in togas, a bunch of golden Roman eagles, and we just put SPQR on things
like straight up. Is that worse? Because I feel when you come straight up with it, it feels like that thing Hitler would actually do when they saluted him. It's the lazy sort of yes, how you well? Yes.
It's like
I said hello.
Yeah. They were sending him like the salute power, and he was absorbing it with that one, just like whoop whoop whoop, just sucking in.
Somebody blows you a kiss, you like grab it
because I never saw a Hitler clip, or maybe I'm just misremembering where he does the full on Nazi salute. He was a big.
He would do it for the crowd, like when the army's goose stepping past, he'd give him the big one and hold it like Mussolini would.
How about this? Instead of spending money on Israel or Ukraine or Palestine, or whatever, we do some more of those really cool marching army walk-bys. You watch those Nazi videos and you're like, this looks pretty cool. Like that's a pretty everybody's walking in lockstep. They got tanks.
Bro, Korea's doing them right now. North Korea dropped. They drop some sick parade.
See, I disagree.
I disagree sometimes. North Korea.
I really like that the U.S. while we
have like their missiles on trucks. Sorry.
We definitely have the best weapons and probably the most of them, but we don't do that because everybody knows we don't need to have a parade down the street. When the Russians do that, it's weak. It's like that thing Dave Chappelle said that Kanye told him, how like billionaires don't wear their money on their body. Like he did, tuck your chain in. It was it's like that. Like we don't need to do a parade for you to know that we have cool weapons. Watch the news.
I mean,
it's
speaking
on every
just
day.
From a perspective of a little bit of fun, like wouldn't that kind of be neat?
Yeah, just a gas.
No,
just
I like
get
the way
hyped
we
up a
do
little
it.
bit.
I like the way we're like, you know what? We think our
Don't you want to see the money you spent?
I was saying
we do.
The way we do it is we undersell our capabilities all the time. We go out there, we're like, our Patriots could probably take out some of these, but never the hypersonics. Meanwhile, they can. And the Russians are like, ours go at fucking 9 times the speed of light. And then they don't do anything like that. And so
ours make black holes.
Actually, you know what I would do if I was the king?
We undersell it.
I'd shut down any sort of money leaving to foreign places. And even the military would get big cuts because NASA's with the military kind of. And it'd be like, you want the money back? Get us to the moon again. Get us to the fucking moon again, and
without the money,
the floodgate. No, they've got the moon money. They've had the moon money
the next,
for a long time.
The day after you're king and you make all these changes, like China's on the phone, they're like, "Yeah, do it now."
Yeah. No, he's a complete retard. No, he's a brain.
Invade him. Invade him.
I looked up the vaccine thing. So the Moderna one totally was warp speed. The Pfizer one was coming out anyway, and that I think was the first one. And the Johnson & Johnson one I didn't see. So
I don't remember what I got now.
I got all three, so I'm good.
I've only had Moderna.
I tripled up.
All three at the same time.
Are you vaccinated now, Harley? Are you like currently boosted?
What's so crazy is I got the vaccine and I got like 3 boosters or something. I know. Feel bad for me.
Quad boosted, man.
And then and I got COVID twice. So what the fuck?
Oh, that's. I didn't get the answer to my question. Are you currently vaccinated?
And then I lost my boxing match because of the vaccine.
Is this on? Like, what the fuck?
I don't think he's up. I don't think he's trusting the science.
What?
Yeah,
I can't tell if you're still maintaining your vaccination.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not continuously doing the COVID vaccine.
Okay.
I'm much healthier now, and I can do it myself. I have a bunch of ivermectin as well. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
I just listen. Before this, I used to get the flu shot. Like I was a person that got the flu shot. That's not a more often. There was most of the time I would get the flu shot, but now I mean I'd probably still choose a flu shot over a COVID shot. I don't know if I'm getting a flu shot and a COVID shot every year. I didn't get any this year.
Travis Kelce let me know just Monday night that I need to get the flu shot and the COVID shot.
Dude, have you seen him run with that pigskin? I gotta get in there and get back stuff.
I got that last week. I did it. I hadn't done anything for 2 years. I went to Mexico 2 years ago and got all vaccinated, and then nothing until I needed a physical anyway. And included with the physical was a free flu and COVID shot. And Kyle inspired me to get the flu shot, actually. Not by telling me, but by getting the flu. I was like, it was fucking hard. He told this story
You're sick for
where I guess he was sick all night long, and he had like folded up the towel to make a kneeling pad in front of the toilet, if I understand the story right. And then his lady friend saw it in the morning and was like, "Whoa, someone was going through it last night."
Yeah, because you can see the knee impressions on the towel,
right? And I've been there after like a drinking episode, and I know how horrible it is to be that sick. So I got my flu shot.
Kyle, you maxed up? You trust in science over there?
No, I only got. I don't trust science. I don't believe most. Look, I think science often points us to the most likely outcome.
Jew magic. He ain't about that Jew magic.
He ain't about it.
But
no, you're not. You're literally not supposed to trust science. You're supposed to verify science.
I've played enough poker to know that a lot of the most likely thing doesn't always happen. It's just the most likely thing to happen. I don't trust the science most of the time. I don't know about that fucking vaccine. The fact that like it doesn't prevent transmission, it's just going to make my symptoms. I'm talking about the COVID thing in particular.
Okay.
The flu thing is I'm not going to go get that. I'll get sick. I'm more likely to get sick in the pharmacy getting the flu shot or at the doctor than I am to get the flu. The fact that I got sick is outrageous because I'm always fucking like, I'm careful. And I don't stay around people much. I don't like big crowds. I've got like a core group of people. I don't know how I got sick.
All this floss is chlorinated.
All my floss is chlorinated. It's a disease-free zone over here. But I was
a second to get your joke. It was great.
But yeah, I'm not going to get any vaccines. Look, if they came out with I'll say it's not that if they came out with a vaccine for say cancer, I'd line right up and go get it. If they're like, oh, this prevents prostate cancer. It's the vaccine for prostate cancer.
We've already whooped cancer's ass. Why are you scared of cancer?
You know what I mean? Like if this is the cancer vaccine for all cancer, I'm going and getting in line.
Well, you wouldn't line up first. You'd be like, let's pump the brakes. Let's see how this pans out.
See, I hope that they don't even open the line until they're sure. You know what I mean? That's the problem with the COVID thing. It was like, hey, we just invented a thing. Everybody get some or else. And
or else like, you might lose your job.
you will lose your job. So I got it because I have my parents are old. I have friends that are immunodeficiency, whatever the fuck. And it was like, look, I don't think this is necessarily health food that I'm taking, but I also inject myself with testosterone and L-carnitine and let's just go. Let's just get it.
So you were in a shoot up mood like that.
I don't want to. I was. What I didn't want to be was in a situation where I get somebody sick and they're in a hospital for 3 months, and I'm like, "Fuck! Why didn't I just get the goddamn shot?" And just forget what Kid Rock says and get the shot.
I've never had COVID, but
neither have I.
I don't know if that's because I've been vaccinated or if it's because I just don't usually expose myself to a lot of people.
It's a working class disease.
You're healthy.
Real poor man's disease.
I mean, I expose myself to people all the time, but you can't get COVID from Chatterbait.
Make it classist. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, there was a time when you were getting sick during the COVID shit, Kyle, and you're like, it's not COVID because I won't get tested for COVID.